Hello, you're watching Wednesday edition of News Mongolia. Today is March 16th. For our top stories. Parliament Spring Session, new revival policy to bring renewal to the country. Bayankhongor province starts mandatory dental checkups for students. 37.9% of students experience bullying at school. For other news, stay tuned. The spring session of the Parliament of Mongolia started at 10 a.m. on Tuesday. During his opening speech, the Speaker of Parliament, Zandan said that the time to intensify the new revival policy has come.
Speaker Zandan went on stating that in order to successfully implement the new revival policy, public and private enterprises as well as individuals should unite together using every chance of boosting the economy of the country. The speaker mentioned the current hardship in the economy, such as inflation rising to 14.2% in February, as well as an almost 14% decrease in the mining production, except for iron ore as of the first 2 months of 2022. It was highlighted that a good money policy is needed to bring the inflation rate in the economy under control and stabilize commodity prices. Some plans to curb the increase in commodity prices were announced, such as to provide a steady supply of basic goods and strategically important goods to support domestic production for replacing imported goods, to develop careful management of foreign debt to mitigate possible risks in the future, as well as redirecting social welfare to target groups. He then mentioned that even in difficult times, opportunities are always there, and Mongolia should benefit from the global increase in gold and copper prices and become a metal trading hub connecting Asia and Europe. To do so, it is vital to maintain good relationship with our neighboring countries.
It is crucial to implement the new revival policy in a timely manner. This new policy will help us eradicate the impact that the COVID-19 pandemic has had on the economy, as well as strengthening economic independence and boosting production in the country. The success of the new revival policy is estimated to bring a 6% economic increase and double the GDP per capita. In 12 years after the past 14 years, the fiscal balance was in the red in Mongolia, leading to a loss of value in the Mongolian Tugruk. Therefore, I call for all members of parliament to work hard in accomplishing this objective.
Apart from introducing policies to revive the economy, the speaker announced another goal for parliament to achieve, which is to restore democracy and justice, as the people in Mongolia are not only suffering from a bad economy, but also from injustice in society. One of the examples is the issue regarding the development bank. Thus, a working group to audit the bank has been established at parliament, and further actions will be taken according to the Speaker of Parliament. He then continued with the introduction of the e-petition digital system to take complaints and suggestions from the public, which will raise civil participation in society. Also, a new platform called e-Parliament to take suggestions on new draft laws from citizens was announced to be launched in the near future. The speaker added that with the very high rate of internet users in the country, he was certain that with the help of such platforms, it will be possible to create and carry on a digital parliament that works closely with our citizens.
Dental checkups for children have started in Bayankhongor province. The checkups are part of the province's 2022 Development Action Plan. All 12 to 13-year-old students from 5 secondary schools will receive a checkup.
All dentists recommend regular checkups, such as scheduled checkups at 6 to 7 years and at 12 to 13 years old, when we check on the condition of 6 molars and wisdom teeth. There are a lot of cases of cavities and related complications.
Oral health is an indicator of overall health. Preventing oral health problems like gingivitis and periodontal disease can go a long way toward decreasing the risk of more serious health problems impacting overall health. A cavity is a hole in the tooth that develops from tooth decay. Anyone can get a cavity, but proper brushing, flossing, and dental cleaning can prevent cavities.
There are several causes of cavities, including poor oral hygiene. Also, children tend to consume a lot of sweets, carbonated drinks, and cookies, which also causes dental problems.
Parents and teachers are happy about the mandatory dental checkups to reduce dental problems among children. Social workers say that checkups should be regularly conducted for students who live in remote areas.
We have a lot of 6th and 7th graders from remote areas who are living away from their parents, so some kids can't get regular dental checkups. I'm quite happy that those kids are getting proper care and consultation.
Health experts say that establishing good oral hygiene and dietary habits are essential to achieving and maintaining overall physical and emotional health throughout life.
Now let's take a look at the currency exchange rates provided by Mongol Bank. Violence among students at school is an ever-growing problem. Bullying can be defined as all forms of repeated physical or emotional violence against someone who is not capable of defending themselves. Our next report touches on this troubling issue.
According to a study conducted by Save the Children among 1,236 Mongolian students aged 11 to 16 years old, peer bullying among teenagers has become a growing problem. Bullying and harassment had been experienced by 37.9% of the respondents, and the other 40% said that they had witnessed bullying among their peers.
They say you're fat, you're skinny, or you have an ugly nose, and things like that. Negative comments about your appearance damage your self-esteem and confidence. During puberty, when girls' breasts start growing, some kids start mocking them and saying offensive things.
Bullying can be traumatizing, whether it's physical, emotional, or happening online. It can extend beyond playful teasing, which often causes unintentional harm, to become deliberate harm persisting over a long period. Bullying is prevalent across genders, though boys more often engage in physical bullying, while girls more commonly use a covert or manipulative methods known as relational bullying, like bullying others about their appearance, their clothes they wear, and their weight.
I was hit by a bully. He didn't like the way I was talking to him. He dragged me to a corner and started hitting me.
During the break, they tend to find corners where there are no cameras, away from the eyes of grown-ups. I think bullying in school is quite common. The victims worry that their parents are already stressed enough and don't tell them.
There are common misconceptions that boys should be raised with strict parenting, but I think we should communicate with our children more. If you use physical forms of punishment, the more distant kids will become.
Because we're afraid of our daughters being abused, we teach them to be tough. As a result, some of them learn that it's okay to be domineering and abusive.
Parents usually yell at their children about doing well in school to get better grades, but sadly, we often forget to teach them to be empathetic and how to communicate respectfully.
If children are having issues, they should have someone they can talk to, whether it's a teacher, parent, a child psychologist, or a social worker. Everyone should be prepared.
Psychologists say that parents should set a good example for their kids through their own action. Talking to children and giving them advice can prevent peer bullying and risky behavior.
Here comes the weather forecast for the world's major cities. You have watched Wednesday edition of News Mongolia. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again with more news updates. Stay tuned.